is the link. Good morning. Hello.
Sorry, we're a little late. Oh,
Maybe my computer's fast. Maybe we're on time.
maybe. Highly doubt it, but yes. Oh,
Good morning. This is day 5 of 5 days to flow parenting immersion. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us.
it's been such an honour to share it with you.
It has been a really fun week. We're excited that we're going to share how we're working through today. We're going to share about how to move forwards with the process that we've been using.
Just share this in the group in case I can't find it.
Good plan. The nuances of expansion and contraction and their different flavours, because that really stood out for everyone this week in the live. As always, we'll be setting you up for flow today and doing it live with you in real time. We're going to share about our day. What else are we doing today? Oh, we're drawing lots of prizes.
Yeah.
We've got several prizes and a little announcement, surprise announcement. So we're good. So, we haven't got people here yet today. I'm going to launch into all
Kathy's here.
Good morning, Kathy. You're nearly always first here. And here's Sandy.
And
And Sandy. Oh, and Naomi. Awesome. Okay, so I was just saying, we're going to talk, good morning, lovelies. We are going to talk about, we'll do our setup for flow, as you know. I wonder if I can push this down a little bit. Are you going to sit up straight today, Kate?
Oh, probably.
I won't make it because she's much taller than me, so I chop her head off all the time. Yeah, we're going to talk today about, we'll set you up for flow, as always. We'll talk about our day yesterday, and we thought we'd talk about how to move forwards. Good morning, everyone. Gosh, Angela, Jasmine, Mandy, Naomi. Good morning, everyone. We're going to talk about how you continue moving through this, and also I want to talk a little bit about, well, Kaya probably does too, but she doesn't know that I'm going to talk about it, but she'll just bounce off me, and she does.
The festival was so fun, Sandy.
Oh,
I
my
am
God.
so in awe of and proud of all those children.
It went so well. Like, it went off like clockwork. It was huge. I actually woke up this morning feeling hungover. It was like obviously a non-alcohol event, but like I was just so, well, that was really big last night. I didn't get much out of the photo tent. So
Lisa took all the funny photos.
I took all the photos, and they were so fun. We had this big prop box with, all sorts of, mustaches and hats and wigs and craziness, and everyone came and had like little instant, printed out photos and, like a photo booth. It was a lot of fun, but I spent most of my night down in the bottom tent. But it was awesome. It was so good.
It was. I got a photo with the Queen.
You got a photo with the Queen?
Actually,
she stuck her tongue out at the Queen in the photo.
When we set up this festival with the group, the kids group that created it, it was like with consensus that we made it and asked them all the different things that they wanted at it, and we let them kind of go a bit wild with that. And one thing was invite the Queen of England to the event, and and
they did.
My daughter actually invited her on Twitter and Instagram, I think.
Facebook or something. They sent a formal invite to the Queen, which was hilarious. And so there's 4 of us who facilitate this group. So one of us snuck off towards the end before they drew the raffle and went and got dressed up as the Queen. She did such a good job.
She didn't tell any of the kids. This is the only thing that they hadn't organised.
This is the only thing they didn't know about. And all the kids turned up. All the kids were in the hall, and the Queen turned up, and she went round and she introduced it. She did the wave. She had the whole thing going. It was rather hilarious.
It was very funny.
It was a lot of fun. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gretchen. Today was a great day. Awesome. I want to hear about it, Gretchen. Tell us what was great about it. Good morning, Ange. Yeah, so I feel like my voice is going. I feel like I was in the dance, like yelling and dancing and stuff. I wasn't. I was like down in the back of the paddock, in the shed, in the tent. Not the shed, but in the tent. Anyway, so let's talk about today. As you know, I have had a week of like, whoa, right down into crash of contraction to still in contraction but having to function. I did contraction so beautifully at the festival. yesterday. I was so excited. Like when I got there, I had to coordinate a lot of big stuff. Like people were like, Lisa, where do you want this? Where are we putting this? Where are we setting that tent up? And I was like, whoa, okay. And then I just when I went into that photo tent, it was the best place for me to be once the festival started because I was just connecting to the people I was photographing all night in this really just like small. It was good. I was in a little closed tent, and I had some really very special moments with my son who had like a roller coaster. This is so awesome too. Oh my God, this is the worst night of my life too. Oh, this is so awesome. He got his crazy hairstyle done, and they did his hair. You know, Pablo did all his hair, and buffed it all up and everything, and it was quite wild and crazy. But apparently, all his friends laughed at him, and he was devastated. He ran to the bathroom. He stuck his head under the tap, in like 2-degree weather or something. I was like, like trying to get his head dry, and he came down into the photo tent and just wanted to hide under me for a few minutes while he got himself back together. Poor guy.
I didn't even know that happened.
Oh, there was so much that went on, but it was great. I stayed in this great space. Do you guys remember I said I'm just going to be present to the person in front of me, no matter how much is going on around me? And I did that, and it just felt delicious and beautiful, and I felt I felt great. I felt tired because it was 6 hours between set up and pack up and the festival in the middle. 6 hours? Something like that. It was long. And
7.
But I feel awesome. So, it was a great time. I have so many received miracles from yesterday. It was just awesome. What about you? Do you want to do a quick recap?
Oh, yeah, I do too. My intention was to really see beauty and receive beauty, and
it would have been
I definitely did.
Yeah.
In my children, but also in all the other children.
Yeah.
And just so many. Every human is so beautiful, and I really felt that yesterday.
Yeah, and there was some new kids in the community that was their first time coming, and they were nervous, and I saw all our kids just really embrace them, and I saw them playing all together and stuff. It was really cool. It was very cool. Okay, so let's do our setup. I am keen to hear, well, you know what I really want to hear first? Your reflections. Your miracle mindset, any reflection. And Shani, how did you go finding a miracle moment to receive yesterday? But all of you, start by just, how did your day go yesterday? We want to hear. We are going to do the book draw. Actually, while you're doing miracle moments.
I'm going to do the other draws.
Should we do the draws while they're writing and reflecting on their miracles? Mm-hmm. Because the miracle mindset is an important piece. In some ways, if you don't do it, you don't anchor the work fully in your body as you could. Like you don't really, it doesn't snowball as well if you just keep letting the moments go without acknowledging them.
And there's layers to how much you can really receive and integrate things. It's like you receive it even more, then you receive it even more, you integrate it even more, each layer.
Okay. Is there a little... Do you want to draw today?
Yeah, okay. So the book draw.
Book draw today first, while you're writing your miracles. Ange had lots. Oh, are you right about that? I haven't been in sisterhood yet this morning, honey. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I have no idea if we've got past winners in this. I didn't check. I just wrote down who trust. Okay.
Jessamine!
You won a book. You won a book. If you don't know, all the books are still here, but I feel like I've shown the books so many times. If you're still not clear and you want a big description on the books, if you go to mothersawakening.com, go to the shop, any of the books, just you can read about them there. Message us, and we will get it posted to you. Yes. Okay, so
Naomi, instead of being in my robotic state and cleaning up after dinner, I left the dishes and sat down with my son and we did some drawing. It was so connecting.
It's so beautiful. When you have your awareness of energy, you really align to more closely to the vision of motherhood that you want to be living, to the values that you want to be showing up with. I had that yesterday at the festival over and over, all these moments where I would just be so present with one child and so present with my child when he was crying on my lap and all those sorts of things. And I was still manning like the whole photo thing when all that was going on. And I was just like, okay, everyone spend some time working out your props. I'm busy right now, and I just spent time with him. So you can stay so aligned because you're in flow with your energy. Woohoo! Oh, Jessamine wants the heart book. Heart book's beautiful. Yeah. I don't know. Here's the heart book. Here's the heart book. The heart book's gone through a few versions, but this is my favourite cover. This one.
I love that cover.
Yeah. Sometimes I look at it and go, oh, I should probably, one day I want to fix a little bit of the ink work that I didn't like that.
Lisa does that with pretty much every one of the paintings. Sometimes she's like, I just want to do that all over again. She's done about like 60 of them.
Yeah, so there's all different, well, I don't know if you can see, that's another one. There's like so many of my paintings all through here. But like there's also so many different,
I think Jessamine might have
processes and
the e-version already.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you about
lots and lots of stuff you can do in there. Okay, so we will get that to you, Jessamine. Okay, there was another big competition we ran all week. Woohoo! And we want to, good morning, April. We want to
So this is for sharing the miracle mindsets or receiving the miracles on your timeline. And we do have the other coaching draw, but we will do that in the sisterhood.
Oh, the sisterhood one. Yes.
Yeah. So this,
for being here live, which you all have been. Thank you so much. It's so much fun to hang out together live.
So thank you so much. It was so beautiful to read the things that you shared on your timeline and all the things that everyone's shared everywhere. So Lisa can draw that out.
Oh, really? Okay. This one. Cat,
you won a coaching package.
Woohoo! Cat won the coaching package.
Congratulations. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. So, yep, Cat. Kay will be in touch, probably like next week, unless you're urgent. But yeah, you're like, oh my god, I need that now. But if not, next week. Okay. Now, I also want to give you guys the surprise announcement now as well, quickly, and then we're going to get straight into setup. And that is for the next, we say 24 hours. For the next 24 hours. If you're already a sister, you'll have to wait for another surprise in sisterhood. But if you're not already a sister and you join Mother Rising in the next 24 hours, you go into the draw for one extra coaching package that Kay has decided, yes, we can do it. So if you're not a sister and you've loved hanging out here and you want to go deeper on the energetics and you want all the yumminess that's happened this week, come and join Mother Rising. It's not like you're not locked in. It's just a monthly thing. We hope you stay for at least one trimester, which is 3 months.
But if it's not,
for you, then
trust that.
We totally get that.
Yeah.
The sisterhood vibe, the energy inside there is awesome. It's amazing. You will love it. And you'll go into the draw for another coaching package, which is just for people who are joining up in the next 24 hours.
And the coaching package is 2 coaching conversations that don't really have a time limit, and we go until it feels complete. So generally it's 1.5 to 2.5 hours. And 2 self-coaching journals, which is like an interactive thing where we ask you questions through journaling and you answer yourself. And we can go deeper with that. And I'll explain more when we get to it, but it's like working privately with us.
Yeah, it's the way a lot of all our private clients work with us, pretty much. Okay, so let's get into the setup today. Okay, so the sheet for today, what most wants to move through me today? Can you guys read that, or is that backwards for you? That looks fine for me, but I've often seen lives where people's text is backwards.
I think it might be different on the phone. On the phone it might be backwards, on the computer not maybe.
Ah, good morning, is it
Alia?
I always say Alia, but I'm not sure.
Alia or Alia? I remember I asked you that already and now I've forgotten.
Our brains are mush today, like seriously. Okay, so grab out your sheet or just a piece of paper if you don't get hung up on perfection. So that's your question, and come up with it's perfect. Awesome, Kathy. I'm so glad it's perfect. I'm not sure what's perfect, but
this.
Oh, this? Oh, awesome. Okay, what wants to move through me today? And what direction is your energy moving in? Sit with those two pieces for a moment. I actually find working out my direction is super helpful first, but I think, Kay, you do intention first? I don't know.
I do often do intention first.
It doesn't matter. It's personal preference. But those two kind of go hand in hand for setting up your broad scope for the day. And remember that we talked about all the nuances of contraction and expansion. And I want to talk a little bit about that today after setup, because I think that we're going to go way deeper in that over this next trimester in Mother Rising, and how to, because there is a lot of nuance to it. So I am still in contraction, but I am in a very gentle contraction. I feel like mine's gone, I crashed, and then I recovered, and then but now I'm just like, I'm still in contraction. And I want to point this out. I woke up feeling really good today, this morning. I did wake up feeling good. I was tired. I feel a bit like out of my body, but I felt good. And it would have been super easy for me to go, woo, I'm in expansion today. Yay! And
See you, Naomi.
Bye, Naomi. And I tuned in a little deeper. And even though I feel good and I could have pushed myself into expansion without any catastrophes happening, I'm still in contraction because I'm just in I feel my body just wants to nourish and fill today. Nourish, fill, nourish, fill, nourish, fill. It's looking for deliciousness today, in a gentle way. And that's actually still a contraction. And I think a lot of times we push ourselves back into expansion quite quickly, whereas I'm going to have another day of contraction. Yeah.
I am too.
You're in contraction today?
Well, when I
like
tuned
a recovery contraction, or?
I guess it is. It's when I tuned in, the energy in me just wanted to rest. I wanted to be gentle. And there was more of an inward, it feels good to be inward energy today. And my intention, what most wants to move through me today, is rest and gentleness. When I connected with them, I felt the yes throughout my whole body. Feeling the yes in your body is such a powerful way to know your truth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had a really similar one, but then when I sat down and did a little deeper, what wants to move through me today, I kept simplifying and simplifying. I just got love. So that's just my key focus for today. It's a little, if I just say that, it sounds cliche, but the process to get there, it was just like today, I want to have moments of love with so many people, just with my friends, with the kids, with today we're taking them trampolining, but, which feels okay. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to do that in contraction. It feels good because I'm just focusing on taking my crochet, hanging with some of my besties while the kids jump around. Like, seriously, it will be
a picnic.
Yeah, it's going to be chill.
And like that word love, I know people often like it because it's used so much, but it's not about the word. It's about the beingness and the intention behind it. If when you come to a word like love or peace or whatever, like often when you get down to the essence of your intention, it is one of those words. But it's not just that word. It is your experience of that word in the moment and the power that it holds and the yes energy that it holds. And that's what carries it through. It's not about the word.
Yeah. And that's how you find it too. When you feel that quality in your body, even if it's just the thought of it or the seed of it, and you feel it in your body and your body goes, yeah, then it's the body sense, yeah? And that's how you know. And that's the energy and the feel in your body that you want to keep recalling. And if you did just whack a label on it and just do the cliche love and peace, you wouldn't feel it. And then it wouldn't be magical.
Yeah. Just Mandy, the past few days have been rough for me emotionally. My emotions are very much affected by the energy around me, which has not been good. I still have managed to be connected with my kids.
I hear that, honey. So yay, that's a miracle mindset in and of itself. And Mandy, honey, I also am really affected by the energy around me, and I have to self-connect tons and remind myself of where my edge is and where other people's edge is. And that's something we can go deeper on in this trimester, because it is an important one. And a lot of mothers, especially the mothers that work with us, a lot of the mothers that work with us are already very sensitive to energy and empathic. And when they become mothers, that ramps up to a whole new level, because it's like we're developing even more heightened awareness skills, both in our sensing of our children's energy and what they need and what they want all the time, and in our intuition. And so sometimes that ramps up even more once we become mothers, that skill set. And they are gifts, but if we don't have any ability to like distinguish us from them or anything like that, then it gets overwhelming. And so we're going to talk more about that this trimester.
That's so beautiful, Kathy.
Received Miracle yesterday was having a pocket of expansion energy, which allowed me to play chasey around the house with my little guy, having lots of shrieks of laughter and belly giggles and flopping down, puffed out for cuddles on the couch after. Mwah. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Welcome, Priscilla.
Oh, Priscilla, honey. Nice to see you. Yes, so you're all reporting gorgeous miracles. And Kathy, that's amazing, because you've worked a really great like contraction energy and finding your pockets of expansion. So that's super awesome. And I would say that that's often the way it works. We're holding a kind of a thematic energy for our day. And then you're going to notice as you become more attuned to the energy in your day and in yourself, that you come up, oh, I'm in expansion, oh, no, I'm in contraction, oh, I'm in expansion. And if you're just tapping into it, they're your feathers, not your trucks. I don't know, do you guys remember that analogy that was shared in the workshop? Your feathers are the little nudges before it gets disastrous. And the trucks are like when you have ignored and ignored and ignored, and now it's just going to force you into contraction. We talked about forced contraction. Forced contraction feels crappy. But acknowledged and embraced contraction just ebbs and flows, and contraction can feel really beautiful. In fact, I feel like I'm going to do a whole heap of teaching on moving in contraction, because sometimes you're in contraction for long periods of time, and I actually think that contraction can be a beautiful place to parent from. I know that sounds weird, but trust.
And we will do a whole heap of teaching on being sensitive to energy. And like you said, Kathy, an energy sponge, empathic leaning, that Jamie said.
Jamie, yeah, we get it.
Yeah. Lots of us are.
Yeah. And when we don't know how to work with that, it's overwhelming, it's overloading, it does our nervous systems in. It makes it hard for us to find our truth
it means there's so much there. It's like, what is my truth?
Yeah. We will talk about all of that in the coming trimester. April, you're still in contraction. Yes. Who's in expansion? Who's in contraction today? Let us know. I am still in contraction. I think I would have hit a truck soon if I didn't get this weekend to rest. I'm sicker now than I have been lately. I think my body is just telling me to stop. Had a really busy week and pushed through because of things I couldn't change. So my intention for today is to receive love and rest and healing. My connection will be meditation. My practice will be doing some Reiki on myself. I really need it. I've already got myself back on track for taking my supplements and receiving healthy food. Awesome, April. So you are on a healing journey, sweet pea, some type, which seems really clear. And yeah, it sounds like you're really paying attention to the contraction energy that you need to heal slow, heal slow, heal slow. I am in that contraction energy a little bit today, in that I'm really clear that I need to fill up. So for me today, I am simplifying. I am letting go of like lots of balls. I am not juggling balls today at all. The picnic, I don't have anything in my house that's food related. I'm going to the shops on the way to the trampoline and buying bread rolls and so much stuff. Like, I'm keeping it so simple today. And April, I would encourage you to do the same.
Contraction can be a place of learning and growth. Yes, so yes.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. I would say that it's often through our contraction periods that we have huge amounts of growth before we then come out back into expansion. Yeah. that a lot of the bubbling away and under stuff happens in contraction before we move back.
That is so beautiful, Jessamine.
I've had an intention to rest as we've both been sick. We were doing a puzzle after dinner. My son fell asleep on it at 7 and slept until 10:30 this morning. Wow. And woke up almost well again. I had proper sleep for the first time in weeks and feel as though I have energy for the first time. And the same. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. So Jessamine's coming back out into gentle expansion.
It's probably especially after that deep rest.
Deep rest. Yeah, you feel it in your body when you're refreshed. And if you're confused, okay, I'm going to say this. If you're confused about which way your energy is going and you're like, I don't know where I am, I would lean on the side of contraction. Because being in control, even if you get it wrong, and you're just gentle with yourself and filling up and doing, those sorts of things, that is still gonna. I don't know any mother
especially
who can.
For mothers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know.
Top you up.
Yeah, just go for it and do the contraction. Whereas if you're not sure and you guess and you go into expansion, which is the default, like, oh, okay, I'm going to push through. That does have consequences that could be negative on your day and your energy. Okay.
All right. What energy am I choosing to receive or project today? I loved receiving beauty yesterday. I'm going to keep receiving beauty. There's so much beauty in this world and in humans and in everything.
And I think that's another important thing to embrace. You do this practice for the day and then you do mini pieces of it in the moment. But sometimes there are themes that you're going to work in your life that just feel right to you, that go for a while. And that's fine, as long as you keep it alive for you. If you get to the point where it just becomes a label, not a label, but like a
habit, a thing.
Yeah, without the intention and the feeling and the being, the body, the embodiment behind it, then it's all going to flatline on you.
That's when you come back to it. Is this alive for me right now? What is alive for me right now? What's true for me right now? What wants to move through me today? Whatever, all the questions.
All the questions. Pick any of your favourite questions.
We actually had some other questions too that we'll share in Mother Rising.
Yeah.
Sure we had a whole.
So I think in Mother Rising, we're not going to officially workshop the Master Soul process again, but we are going to continue it in the Sisterhood across the trimester in the Facebook group, and we'll do some lives on it, and we'll go wherever you need to go. So there's so many nuances to this, and we will continue going.
Yeah.
And so, we'll do, what did you just say we were going to do more of? Oh, more power questions.
We have other questions.
We have lots
like
of questions.
All the ones we asked in the last few days.
Yes.
Because they're great. The different nuances to the same question about what's true for me, what's my true intention, they just open it up in different ways.
All that different things.
Yeah.
And as coaches, we have lots of questions. Questions are our thing. Okay, what am I receiving or projecting today? I'm doing this in real time. Sorry, I didn't get to it this morning. So I'm just tuning in. I'm receiving and projecting just a gentle ebb and flow. There's going to be a slowness to me, the way I am today. There's not going to be jerky rushing or high energy. It's just going to be gentleness. And I'm actually not probably going to, if I need to, if the occasion arises and there's a person in front of me who I'm really there with, then I will project love, which is my overall thing today. But overall, I'm just going to hold a frequency of calm gentleness. No rushing.
I love how Lisa said that with that. She embodied it as she said it. I felt it. Yeah. I could feel it already.
Yeah. That's where I'm going today. People are going to hang around me today and go, I feel like I'm by the ocean. So I might not be going to project strongly, but I'm going to hold the frequency and people around me are going to feel it. Yeah.
So foundation. What are you doing for foundation today? I already did a little bit of meditation, and that definitely feels like foundation for me. But I would also really like to read a little bit of one of the 4 non-fiction books that I'm reading at the moment. I'll tune in when I go to them, but I'd like to just sit and read.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Yesterday, I don't know if you guys remember, I set the foundation I was going to go out in nature And I got off the lives, and I had to print out a program, I had to work out the photo printer thingy, and I had to make a pavlova, all these things I was trying to do. I still went out for 12 minutes because I had my little meditation timer, 12 minutes, and I actually lay down and put as much of my body in contact to the ground as I could. I lay down on the grass in the sun for 12 minutes. So I still did it even in my busy day, and it was totally awesome. Today, I'm actually with you, Kaya. I did meditate this morning, but that doesn't feel like foundational work on my energy today. Isn't that interesting? I am going to, I'm not going to read, but I'm going to study. I'm doing a new course, and so I feel inspired to get to that today. Jamie, contraction, inwards generating now. Yeah, also flowing with getting out with my kids, both for the pickups and drop-offs, errands, etc., but actually getting outdoors in the afternoon. Flowing with the sweet spot in the day to do that versus staying indoors and home. It's sweet spot time. Sweet spot time. That sounds nice. I don't know if I have a sweet spot time. Ooh, I like that. Contracted still, but seems better flow for the whole family today this way. Yeah. Okay. If a mother is in contraction and pushing herself to be an expansion, the whole family will feel the repercussions of the energetic turbulence. Yeah.
And you will be way less patient and
yeah.
things.
Yeah. It will be very noticeable. Meditation, I did some breath work today. Breath work is gorgeous. Okay. What about manifesting? What is everyone asking for today?
I still haven't worked that out.
I know, you've got your blank.
Am I asking for today? I really need to sit with that.
This is what's coming to me. I'm going to ask for. It just keeps popping up. It's kind of, I feel it in my body. Sometimes I feel these energies trying to rise in my body, and I get that kind of, it's like I spoke to one of the girls who was so excited about the festival, and she goes, "No, you're so excited, you just can't contain." I said, "You feel like you're going to explode?" She goes, "Yes!" I'm like, got it. I sometimes feel like that when energies rush through me. So today I am going to ask for yumminess, deliciousness. I don't know, that's it. That's just what wants to, like, through me. That's what's coming. So I'm going to call that in.
Beautiful.
You got one?
Two things just popped up. One, like, very kind of concrete thing. I'll just say that. I balked at it when it popped up. I was like, oh, no.
Well, I did a really fluffy, esoteric one. You do a concrete one.
Okay, what popped up is a partner. I'm a single mum. I'm single, and I have often, in the last year or two, like, kind of manifested partners, but also just been like, yeah, whatever. In the future, I can't even deal with that right now. I don't have time, and it's not a priority. Too hard.
I've watched this. Okay, it's like, yeah, it'd be great to have a partner. Oh, that looks like a lot of work. I want to.
But yeah, it's not like manifesting a partner today. It's like it's opening up to it's manifesting myself as being fully ready to have a partner, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm still in resistance.
I can feel that. She's not quite there yet.
But that's just what popped up, so I'll trust that, and I'm going to work more on that.
I get excited for it. I have to try to not match make. I do have someone in mind for you. Okay, anyway. Self-connection, people. What is everyone doing with self-connection today? Remember, if you are disconnected from yourself, you are disconnected from all your power. Okay, self-connection is critical, and for mothers, well, lots of people disconnect from themselves. They particularly disconnect from their bodies, so they're just like little heads on sticks, and they're not aware of what's moving in their body. They do that for lots of reasons, on all different levels. Maybe they don't feel good about their body. They want to ignore their body. Maybe they feel stressed and overwhelmed. Maybe there's underlying trauma or things floating around they don't want to feel. Often you don't want to feel something, so you just do not disconnect from yourselves. because it takes you away from your truth, from your power, from your connection to everything that you want to be connected to. Self-connection is the first piece. And it's the first piece if you want to stay connected to your children too, by the way. If you are disconnected from yourself, there's like this weird kind of bubble thing around you. I don't know how to explain it. How would you
It's
explain
like
it?
you're not really there.
Yeah, it's weird. Like you can see it when you talk to people who are really disconnected from themselves at the moment. You can see it in their faces and feel it in their bodies. Okay,
I love that, Kathy. Manifesting genuine smiles.
It goes with yumminess and deliciousness. That's so cool.
It makes me smile.
I know, Kathy, I don't know where you are in the world, but it would be
It's
fun.
in Western Australia.
Oh, you definitely can't come trampolining with us today, but we could sit together and be smiley together. Anyway, okay. I'm going to, tonight, I'm not going to do it today, tonight my self-connection is I'm going to dance. It's something that I do to self-connect. One day I'm going to share more about that. Not today.
I am going to do journaling. I really love journaling.
Yeah.
Sandy sang a gratitude tune as I walked the dogs this morning. Foundation and connection.
Beautiful. Love that.
Manifesting energy protection as I'm having lunch with my mother. And because my son was really angry this morning and I struggled to receive that energy and stay calm.
Awesome. I love all of that. And you're in contraction again today. Okay, Sweet Pea. Yep, that can happen. And you've
Celebrating it. I am too.
Yep. I've been in contraction pretty much all week. That's not how I plan to do this, but it's perfect because so many of you are in contraction, and we got to talk about a lot of nuance in contraction, which I think is a really important one. Whew. April, I do still have things to do today. Short trip to town, which I played at the park. I plan to lay in the sun, enjoy a loving, healing conversation with a dear friend while the kids play. Awesome. That's a perfect way to do contraction when you still got to be out in the world.
That's pretty much what we're going to do.
Yeah. Reading an ebook on relationship at the moment, which is proving to be my medicine. Beautiful. Awesome. Ange, sorry, so many comments here. What wants to move through me today? Patience, loving kindness, acceptance. Yep. Foundation, clearing, decluttering with purpose. That feels awesome. And perhaps, Ange, you're starting to come out of the whole family sickness piece because you've got a sick family this week. Okay, ritual.
Ritual. I really want to do a family gratitude reflection with my children tonight. And then I also did a greet the day this morning and I saw a rainbow.
Really?
So beautiful.
We had very funky weather, like
It
it's
so
clear
amazing.
blue and then
such a vibrant rainbow.
yeah,
Like an extra receiving
nice.
the beauty in the world and the day.
Yeah, you are so working that energy right now, aren't you? Very cool.
And it was like there was rain, there was sun, there was a rainbow, there was the sometimes in the morning the light is extra electric. It's like all of it.
The weather up here is nuts at the moment in the mountains. Like it will literally change virtually minute to minute. I go, oh, it's raining. And then I go out, I come back, oh, it's blue sky. And it's really windy. I think the weather's just passing fast over the mountains, but it's crazy at the moment, literally every few minutes.
Although yesterday in the festival it was beautiful.
Perfect. I know. I don't know how that
The children manifested it.
I think they did. They did. They had a big talk about weather. Actually, while we were on the live yesterday, you know those Skype things that I was like, oh, God, there's Skype happening everywhere. Yeah, they were like, don't jinx the weather. Don't talk about it. Someone's going, it's going to be great. No, don't mention it. It's so funny.
What most wants to move through me today? Patience, loving kindness, acceptance, foundation, cleaning, decluttering with purpose.
Connection, breathe, be in the present moment. I did that one yesterday 3 or 4 times. It's awesome in the moment practice for just staying connected.
Beautiful.
Ritual for me today. Okay, well, I'll just show you my wrist. That will give you a pretty good idea. So I'm back on rose quartz today. I'm just all about loving myself up and making it so simple. And I've got my manifesting citrine on as well, because I am still calling in any of the sisters who need to come in the next few days.
Especially in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, for the coaching yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to really manifest strongly just for that. Just for the sister who really needs that coaching package. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how can I live this intention today in my interactions with my children? For me, I'm going to connect to them with gentle energy, like really feel that intimacy with them in the gentleness. How much intimacy is in gentle connection.
Mine's
and then
kind
still
of the same.
beauty, appreciating their amazing beauty.
Yep. Well, I'm doing love, and yeah, so I'm gonna continue honestly with the practice that I did yesterday, which was just to be totally present, and I'll just extend with love, even though I was kind of doing that anyway, with the people in front of me, you know, and just creating that loving energy all around me, little bubble of it too.
Jessamine had a rainbow too.
Oh, you got to share that. That's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
I don't know where you are, Jessamine. Was that
New Zealand?
New Zealand. Crazy on it all. I know all of you and your names, and I kind of tune into your energy, but she knows where you all live. She knows. So that's special. Okay, how are you going to live what wants to come through you today in your interactions with your kids? That's the last thing. Okay, we're set up for flow. So we will keep going on, as we've said, with this practice in how you continue on, and just make it a lifestyle thing that you do, more or less. And I would love to hear the parts that you found the most challenging this week. Like, I know that when I first started doing it, I went through a period where I was great at doing foundation and ritual every day. And then other days I'd do self-connection. But there was a period where I hardly ever remembered to do my ritual. Like one of my legs of my stool I just didn't do for a while.
I can often forget to do manifesting.
Now asking for something, yeah. And
I think a lot of women find it hard to ask for things, or to remember to ask for things.
Yeah. So this process comes from my coach, actually, and so I've worked at a really deep level with her for the last year, and she actually asked me, I was really excited, she asked me to co-write a book on it, which is coming soon sometime, I don't know. I said, sure, yeah, I'd love to do that. Then we started talking about, she said she wanted to write specifically for mothers. I said, awesome. I'm going to play with that. So I have played with it. Tell me what was hard, where you want more clarification, where you want to go deeper. But when I spoke to her, I said one of the biggest things that mothers struggle with is they're always so depleted. And I was thinking receiving, you know, and she is a mother, but she isn't coaching motherhood or anything like that.
And her children are a lot older.
And her children are a lot older. She's actually a grandmother. She went straight to, well, their manifesting will be super important for them. I was like, oh, that's a good one, because I didn't think about that. But yeah, what if you're depleted? What are you asking for? What are you manifesting? Yeah. Okay, so let us know where you want to, if there was any pieces that you would love to dive deeper into, and we'll make sure we go there.
And we'll go into the sisterhood now and go deeper then right now.
Much love. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.